ask you some questions, okay?
Yes, dear.
Okay. Can you tell me about your parents and your brother and sisters?
Yes, I will. My parents were first-generation Americans. Their parents came from Italy, except for my father's mother.
How did they get to America?
They came on the boat. My grandmother and my grandfather, he saw her on the boat coming from Italy. From Palermo, Sicily, he spied her on the boat. And basically, he wouldn't let anybody date her or go out with her, and she ended up marrying him. That's my mother's parents. They did not speak English, Reed.
What kind of boat do they come on from? What kind of?
It was just a big boat. It wasn't a cruise boat. It was like a big freighter.
All right.
They came from Sicily across the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, and came into New York Harbor.
Awesome.
If you go to Mike, what's the island?
Ellis Island.
If you go to Ellis Island, their names are on a plaque on Ellis Island at the date that they both came into the United States. Their names are on a plaque back there.
That's awesome.
My grandmother and my grandfather. Now, my father's father came from Naples on a boat, and he came in through Ellis Island also. So 3 out of 4 came from Italy through Ellis Island, and my father's mother was Scotch-Irish, and she was born in New York, the southern tier of New York, the bottom of New York State.
Okay. What was school like back in the older days?
What
was school like back then? What was school like back then?
I mean, for me.
Yes.
You know my friend Mark. You met my friend Mark, who's come to the house.
Yeah.
The guy. We were little kids together. Lived across the street, and we went. They had preschools in New York, and we went to preschool together, like you went to preschool, and then we went to kindergarten. Now, Poppy did not go to kindergarten. They didn't have kindergarten when Poppy was little. Poppy went right to first grade. You didn't tell them that one. Poppy went right to first grade. But I went to preschool, I went to kindergarten, and then we went to school in the city. An elementary school, like you did.
Awesome.
And we walked to school every day, and then we walked home for lunch, and then we walked back in for the afternoon and finished the day. There was no cafeterias in the school. Nobody ate at school. Well, unless you didn't have a dad or a mom. A few kids, maybe 50 in the whole school. But most people went home for lunch and walked back. That's what school was like. And then when I was in the 5th grade, Grandma moved out to the suburbs. Everybody went and moved to the suburbs. Your father can explain to you what the suburbs are. They're the outskirts of a city. I grew up inside the city of Rochester. Now, it's kind of interesting. Poppy grew up in a small town on a farm, and I grew up in a city in Rochester. We had very different upbringings.
Okay. What was the town like that you lived in?
It was a city. It was like, not as big as Cincinnati.
Okay.
He doesn't know Toledo. Kind of like Dayton, maybe.
Okay.
Kind of like Dayton. It had Kodak, which was a big, and Xerox, which were big employers of the people in Rochester. Kodak made film and cameras, and Xerox made copies. Like Xerox, if you Xerox something, you copy it. And so, but I grew up in a city. I grew up in
Lake Ontario.
On the lake, on the other Finger Lake.
Okay.
No, Great Lake.
Okay.
Lake Ontario.
Finger Lake.
Not
Okay.
a Finger Lake. The Finger Lakes are in upstate New York, but I grew up on Lake Ontario.
Okay. What kind of games did you play when you were a kid?
What did I play? Well, I loved to ride my bike. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And we played hopscotch, and we did a lot of jumping rope, what do you call it?
Jump rope, right?
Jump roping,
Yeah.
a lot of that. We would play tag. We would play hide and seek. I remember I had Aunt Donna, who's my younger sister. We're close like you and Trippy. We're a little closer than you and Trippy. We're 17 months apart. And then my brother was 6 years older. So he was on to doing other things. Yeah, I did. I got a Barbie doll. I had the original Barbie doll.
You did?
My sister and I got a Barbie doll from a friend of my mother's in California. And so I
Awesome.
had a Barbie doll. We played dolls like Sloan does.
Yeah.
We played dolls, and I loved to swim in the summer. We'd go to the pool. I loved to go to the zoo, Reed. The pool was right by the zoo, and I would walk to the pool, and I would swim, and then I would pack my lunch, and I'd walk to the zoo, and I'd walk through some of the zoo animals, and I'd eat my lunch, and then I would go back to the pool and swim and walk home. My mother didn't even know where I was all day. Our
Oh.
parents didn't even know where we were, Reed.
Oh, wow.
She knew I was at the pool, but that was about it. She couldn't have gotten in touch with me. But you knew to come home. You knew what the rules were. And I was in Brownies, and I was a Girl Scout. You know what that is?
Yes, I've heard, yeah.
Yes. Your mommy was a Brownie, too.
Oh, I didn't know
You
that.
only had one phone in your house.
Oh, yeah. We only had one phone in the house, and we only had one TV. Now, Poppy had more than one TV, but we didn't. My mother and my parents, we only had one TV. And that in one bathroom, too, Reed. We had one bathroom in the house growing up. Everybody had to share one bathroom. No shower. Poppy didn't have a shower either. Didn't grow up with a shower. He had to take a bath. What else?
It must have been more relaxing.
And,
You had
relaxing.
one of the first color TVs.
Yeah, with Poppy, Grandpa Hoover was before his time. He had one of the first colored televisions in Danville, and everybody had to come over to see it.
Everybody would come over. Everybody would come over on New Year's Day
To see the TV.
to see the Rose Parade
Oh, really?
by the Rose
Yeah,
Park,
yeah.
California. Everybody would come over to see the color TV. Our house was full of people watching a 26-inch television.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal.
26 inches, like the size of my computer.
I know. And now remember, Reed, when I was 10, my mother got divorced.
Oh.
So we moved out. I was little, and Aunt Donna was younger. And we moved out in the country, in the suburbs, and I got two stepbrothers that day. We moved in, and I had a stepfather and two stepbrothers.
Awesome.
Awful. Let me tell you.
Awful.
Let me tell you how awful it was.
Okay.
It was awful. When you're older, I'll tell you more.
Okay.
But yeah, so then I went from 3 of us to 5 of us
Okay.
in a day.
Oh, wow.
I had never met them before. I had never met them. My stepfather or my stepbrothers.
I had 50 in my graduating class. How many did you have?
400. Oh, Poppy graduated with 50, and Poppy was the class president of his class.
Hey, that's awesome.
And that's the gift that keeps giving. When they have reunions, Poppy feels responsible. I can't even tell you who the class president is. We had 400 in my class, Reed.
Oh, 400 class presidents?
No, 400 people in my
Okay, I was going to say, like, what?
Poppy had 50. No, I wasn't an officer. I didn't get involved in that stuff. I didn't. I had a job when I was in high school. When I'd get home, I'd go to the grocery store and I'd work. Poppy worked on the farm, but I worked in a grocery store, and I used to babysit.
Oh, really? Like our
all the
mom.
time. Yes, your mom babysat too. Now, your mommy was a lifeguard. I wasn't a lifeguard. I always wanted to get my life-saving certificate. You have to take a class. But I was I babysat regularly for this lawyer and his wife, and they had 2 children, and they'd give me a schedule, and I'd have to babysit every day during the week, 2 or 3 times, all the time.
Okay.
And,
Can you tell me about your brothers and sisters?
well, I had a wonderful older brother.
What was his name?
Great. His name was Jack.
Okay.
His name was John, really, like your Uncle John.
Yeah.
My dad's name was John, and my brother's name was John. But they always called my brother Jack.
Like Trick.
So, like Trick, exactly.
Yeah.
They always called my brother Jack. They called him Jackie when he was little. And he went to high school. He came home and he said, "You are not to call me Jackie. It's Jack." And we had to learn to call him Jack. And then Aunt Donna was a year younger in school.
Awesome.
And then my stepbrothers, the one was in Aunt Donna's class, and then the other one was a year ahead of me in school. So there were 4 of us in 2 classes. Yeah, 4 of us in 2 classes. 3 classes. Kate, and then me, and then Donna and Alan. Yeah. So that's what. And Uncle Jack, he was older, so when he was done, he got married and he went in service.
Oh.
And he left.
Okay.
He went in the military. He went, well, first he went to college and that didn't work out. It was during Vietnam, and your dad can explain that to you. But,
Did he die or is he still?
no, he didn't die in Vietnam. My cousin died in Vietnam. I had a cousin who was killed in Vietnam. But that was awful. Awful, awful, awful. But, Uncle Jack came home and got married and he had a baby, and then that didn't work out, so he went to Biloxi, Mississippi in the Air Force, and he was in the Air Force.
Awesome. Thank you, Grandma.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Do you want to, okay, you know what did Grandma and Grandpa Hoover do? Do you know? Do you have to tell people what they did?
Yeah, sure. What'd they do?
No. Well, Grandpa was a farmer, and
Okay.
Grandma was a house, what do you call him, a homemaker, until your poppy went to college. And when your poppy went to college, she went and worked in the school cafeteria.
Okay.
And she waited till Poppy went to college. And my mother owned a newspaper. She
Really?
ran a newspaper with my stepfather.
That's cool. Thank you so much, Grandma.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I'll talk to you later. We love